Hello. Welcome to another episode here. Digital Iliad. We're finishing up our jam game. Quote unquote, finishing up. Quite a lot to do, but yesterday we made a bigger version of our ship, which I am very pleased with. We could probably increase the intensity of some of these shadows, but not pretty good. What if we just used the actual colors here? That might be the way to go. A bunch of these, like, I don't know, kind of in between anything else. So what if we like something like that? Might read better. Maybe it reads worse. Realizing there's a bulge here that does not replicate it on the other side. It's kind of weird how that ended up. I don't know if I want to do anything about that. Easiest thing to do would be to just replicate this shape on the other side. I don't know if that would actually give us the effect we want. Basically involve tightening this up. More consistent, I'll give it that. Okay, well that was a good find, I guess. Yeah, that's a lot more. A lot more of a mirror, like I think we should have. I just gotta replicate that on this side. That would be a lot easier of a change on this side. Probably easier to just repaint this by hand. Alright, I'm pretty happy with that. Just a few slight changes. I think maybe this back... Oh no, the back of the ship is supposed to be squared off, so that's actually totally fine. Okay, cool. Let's get those changes over to the ship body. Actual ship body export. Let's take a look. Yeah, except for the sail being in the wrong place. It's alright. Definitely looks more like a ship. A substantial, chunky ship. It'll be fun to try to fit some little cannons or something on the pirate version, but I think I might be trying to fit too much detail in too small a body here. Hey, Frenzy. The game is looking much grander now. Yeah, we were really trying as far as really pumping up the visuals. Is that a big enough change? That should be okay. I also have different wind speeds and stuff now, which I'm not like using as much as I probably should be. Am I going to release this on Steam? That's the plan. I don't know how soon. We would work on it for a couple of months or something. So what this game is lacking now is like content. Like different levels and obstacles. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, I think the usability is a lot better. The interface is a lot better. When I say interface, it's really just the clouds. The responsiveness of the ships is a lot better. We need to kind of update our environmental obstacles. I think that's what we're going to do all week next week. I think we're going to finish our ships today. I want to make a small ship, as well as maybe try to make a bigger sail for the big ship. But I don't know. I actually think it kind of looks good. I think it exaggerates the size of the ship when the fact that it uses the same sail as the other ship. So maybe we use the same sail for all three ships, just to help the player figure out the relative scale of everything. Oh, that was close. I'm getting more comfortable using smaller winds to do stuff. Smaller winds for maneuvering, high-speed winds for, you know, getting them the last bit of the way there. Oh, F. I think the wind just grabbed a ship here. No, the ship scored. Never mind. When the winds hit each other like that and go off in a new direction, that is often creates some pretty unanticipated issues. Kind of like that you can put the ships in kind of a holding pattern by using low speed winds. It means that there's a lot of chips that you have to be paying attention to. But yeah, I want to at least put up the Steam page in the next week or two and put out a post-mortem video with a link to like a new trailer, like a side-by-side like new trailer, along with some of the old jam footage. Put up a Steam page, try to get some wish lists while there's still some like attention on it. Ludum Dare. I wanted to do it this weekend, but I don't think there's enough time to finish my post-mortem. The stats come out, the ratings come out tonight for me, like this evening my time, and I am nervous, definitely nervous. Let's see what happened, but it's also my first jam, so I have very low expectations. But you know, you always want to do well. Whatever we end up doing becomes the baseline for next time anyway, so shouldn't be too hard on myself however we end up doing. Alright, that's probably enough just playing around. Looking good. Let's see if we can fix... So generally the sail is too far down and too far over to the right. Generally what I'm seeing. I think we're going to need potentially to have... I don't know. Let's look at this right again. So this is the large ship. And when we look at the regular one, I don't know. What we've done here is we've moved the ship around to try to get the best. Yeah, because we need the sails to all be in the same spot. So what we probably need to do is try to do the same thing here. Move the ship around. Where are the sails is the real question. You kind of feel, hey, you know, Moth, you kind of feel sad about those pirates punished by the gods. You know, some of them, you know, some of them do okay. They get their pirate booty. They, you know, they're doing their fast living. You know, I mean, how many pirates expect to retire? My question. All right, so we need to be conscious of this single sail placement. It's maybe the wrong way to do it. I guess I should step through the individual ship and see each combination, how that looks. Can do pretty easily by just changing the frames at the same time, so that's too low. That needs to be up and over to the left on frame 1. Frame 0 needs to be up, I think. Yeah. Frame 2 is and 3 is okay. Ooh, frame 4 is rough. Frame 4. Well, okay, so the way I've done it is the mast never moves, which I think is the right approach. I think I need to do my best to move the ship around it. Might end up having to trim the below the waterline element of the sprite. Up 1, over 1, up 1. There's no room left, so we either need to make the sprite bigger, which is fine. Kind of like how far the ship sits in the water, but I want to double check to see if it's even noticeable. Do you even see that? You can see it, but you can't tell that it's below the waterline. So I think we can do a little of both. We can trim it down 1, and then increase the opacity even more, or decrease the opacity, increase the transparency. That gives us a little more room to work with. I don't think it affects the ship much at all. Actually, this one shouldn't even have a waterline, or it should be that. SBU Streams, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the chat. How's it going? Yeah, welcome. Hello. We're punching up our Ludum Dare 55 compo entry here. We've come a long way. just a couple of weeks. We're pretty happy with the core mechanic we came up with, which was like you manipulate the wind to guide ships for the water. We're pretty happy with the mechanics, so we're punching up the everything here, everything about the game, and then next week we're going to continue to make new content, like new environmental obstacles and maybe some levels. Let's redraw these, but at a much lower opacity. They can't really tell that they're below the water line right now. Hey Cubus, how's it going? Finished our bigger version of the ship design, which I'm pretty happy with. A lot more like a ship now. We're just trimming it and positioning it so that the sails look correct. Yeah, thank you. We did it. We made it yesterday. Came together pretty well, I think. All we really did was add the raised aft section. I'm missing a piece. Didn't want to barge in. Oh, you're killing me. Killing me with these. Yeah, I think today we're going to just try to make a small ship, like a sloop. A narrow version. Ship. We'll see. I don't know if we get a ton from having one of those, but I think it could be cool. I'm missing something. Yeah, I'm missing a shadow here. There we go. Copy this back here, huh? Now we're going to just shuffle these around to try to get the right look. We got to anchor them correctly to the mast, which the mast does not change. Mast, oops. The mast is static, if you notice. And we just need to move the ship body so that the mast stays in a consistent spot as we rotate the ship. Let's start from the top. So this one needs to move up by 1, and I think that's it. To achieve that, we need to move this down by 1. There we go. The next one needs to be up by 1, maybe over by 1. We have room for that. To do that, we need to move this down by 1, over the opposite way by 1. Control Shift X to repeat last export, by the way. That might only work for sprite sheets. or the export sprite sheet, which I guess doesn't matter. I've just been, since I've actually been drawing it out as a sprite sheet, I've been doing the export file. Yeah, okay, you know it. Hey Sozy, working on particle effects today? Not yet. We're finishing our new ships, which we made some bigger ones. We made a bigger ship. We might make a smaller ship. I'm pretty happy with particle effects. I think we need to do some tuning, if anything. Like we need to tune maybe the wind wisps a little bit. I think they're following a little close. I think we need to add a speed parameter to them, so that they respond to the speed of the ship. We could probably also do something with the wind wake or the ship wakes. The ship wakes are really transparent now. But I tried to make them. I tried to make the ship wakes based on speed. So as the ship speeds up, the wakes will become more opaque. Try to make them look correct. We definitely need a new smoke animation, that's for sure. Smoke animation was very, very crude. It should be really simple to turn the sheet into frames. Your preference, though? Yeah, my approach is that if I'm drawing something that isn't animated, like this is just 8 directions, if it doesn't have animation, I prefer to just draw it in sprite sheet form so that I can see it all at once. But if it is animating, if it's like a single character that's animating, I do prefer to do those as frames. For sure. So is he looking good? I like the work you did with the lighting of the ship sprites. Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's all new as of yesterday and this morning. We actually need to go back and add some of that to the classic version of the ship. I don't have open. Basic ship. That doesn't seem right. Is it only here? Oh no. Oh, repaint, here it is. Yeah, we added a basic outline to this one, but I think we should add some additional lighting to it as well. We'll go back and add some of this lighting technique to it. I want to finish repositioning it first. Might make sense, might help with mast alignment though. That's true. That's true. For the phase of development that we're at now, which is mast alignment, that's definitely true. But when I had it like this before, so I could stare at it and make sure that they all kind of looked like the same. But yeah, I think you're right. I think drawing it as if it was an animation would have probably been better, like a flip book. I think that would have helped me with proportions and a lot of stuff. What are we doing? Oh yeah, we're checking to see. Checking for the ship alignment. This one's aligned. Oh, I should probably save and export whatever I've done here. This one is aligned too, arguably. This one, ooh, one is maybe an issue. Maybe not though. The mast is a little far forward here on this one, I think. But well, maybe it's okay. And this one is arguably good. Maybe not super consistent with this one. This one I have the mast set a little far back compared to this one. This one, arguably, the mast needs to go up further. We might need to widen the sprite a little bit. Yeah, old with outline already looks like a sleek sloop. Yeah, say that 5 times fast. Sleek sloop ship. You're probably right. We probably just want the 2 ship designs. Like big ship, little ship. I don't think I could do better. That's fine with me. So this one needs to move over. Maybe back? Maybe not. Oh, we have some room with this. Why did I think we didn't have room? So which way do we want to move the diagonal? Maybe back? Maybe not. Now this one at least needs to move over to the right one. Yeah, I'll take any argument that results in less work for me. So, if we think we've already got a sloop, let's not mess with it. My only decision now is to make the deck of the sloop this color or this color. Now we have a choice. Now I just gotta add some shadows. Probably the only other thing I should do. We could actually, what we could do, might be kind of inconsistent, but we could say this. Kind of like that. I kind of like having a shallower. We'll use the light color, and then we'll use slightly darker color for the shadows. I really enjoy this part of pixel art, like suggesting objects using like simple shapes at very low resolution. That's fun. Compared to like just upping the resolution so that you have more detail. This seems good.
You really mustn't, darling.
Yeah, we don't want to export it because we're gonna need to make 2 different versions of the ship in a second. So that one's right. Now let's see. That's good. This one is wrong. So this one should be down and over to the right one. Oop. I didn't. Oh, I did. I totally ruined this, whatever I did. Lock them layers, people. Did it again. I just tried to do it again and managed to block myself with the lock. Funny. Yeah, Yeah, I like these two. I like these two ship designs. They look distinct. Using a darker color for the base of the bigger ship is definitely helping. Having just a two-tone thing. Alright, let me see if I can make it through this one, Cubus. A slim, slippery, sleek slope, sloppily slurs, slow slices. Oh, man. That's tough. Well done. Still wrong. It needs to either be back. It needs to either be or right one more or up. What do we do for the other one? The other one we have set back like this. Oh, I went too far. This left one. I'll at least be consistent. Some sloops. Oh yeah, nice, yeah. Alright, that's good. That's good. It's consistent. Feels consistent. Let's just go through it one more time. There is an inconsistency. The sail does tend to jump around if you look at it too closely, but I think because the sail moves first and the ship changes to follow, I don't think it will look inconsistent when it's actually in the wild. But yeah, this is probably the big jump here. But we can't really do better than that unless we widen the sprite sheet. I think I'm okay with it. See it. Let's see it in action. Kind of need to see them next to each other is what I need to do. And we kind of need to split them up to give them different characteristics. Oh yeah, sorry, did I explain the mechanic very well? Yeah, yeah. You summon gusts of wind. You push the ships. The ships will turn. Well, right now they don't have colliders when they first enter the field, which something I should change. But yeah, you're trying to kill all of the ships with black sails, or at least send them away. You don't have to kill them, but I think I'm going to reward the player for doing so. We need to be a lot more careful about our spawn directions when we make a new level. There's also different lifetimes for the wind depending on how strong a wind you summon. So the short lifetime winds are good for turning ships at low speed because they'll dissipate quickly, so they won't have crazy knock-on effects, or they shouldn't. Let's see if this dissipates before it hits this ship. It almost did. We need to work on that. We need to either eliminate or reduce the amount that wind can affect a ship when it's fading out. I thought I made it so that it wouldn't affect a ship at all when it was fading out, but doesn't seem to be what's happening. Yeah, there's really easy to get unintended side effects here, these winds. If you're not careful. Oh, please don't crash into each other. Oh, well, that was a disaster. What happened back there? Oh, and that too. Yeah, slowing ships down using the wind, I think, is going to be quite useful. Slowing the ships down with low lifetime winds. SPU streams says, I don't know if I can just say SPU streams. Says it's just easier to understand when you see it. Actually, pretty self-explanatory when you see it, which is a great feature. Yeah, we got really lucky. We hit on a mechanic that was pretty self-explanatory. The original Jam version, it didn't communicate itself very well, and I didn't really have any tutorialization, so that was a huge issue. But now that we've improved the visualization of it, I think it's a lot more clear what's going on. We're just thinking about the kind of content that we can make to turn this into like a game you'd want to play. So we're going to do a bunch of environmental obstacles next week so that we can make some different levels, like fun stuff. Like sea monsters, sirens, some more interesting islands maybe. I want to do shipwrecks. Once we finish the ship designs, I want to start working on some shipwrecks too. So that when a ship crashes, it leaves like a temporary obstacle to other ships. That would be cool. Oh, what did they just crashed before the temple? That's unfortunate. We also need to redraw the temple. It's really hard to see what's going on behind the temple. Ship is kind of drifting. Just a little weird. But yeah, that's it. We don't need to play any more of it at the moment. We're happy with the way the ships look as they spin around. I'm going to turn this one around slowly and we'll watch it. Yeah, that actually looks totally fine. Do the full turn. The sails change first, and then the ship kind of slowly turns to meet the sails. You can just say spoo, like you, but me. Okay. You got it. All right. So we're happy with that. So what we need to do... The way we've done this, we can still have both of them inherit from this parent ship. What I kind of want to do, honestly, is recolor these for the pirates a little bit. To an extent. Paint, is this the one? Oh, this is the one. Okay. Let's copy these over then. That didn't work, right? Yeah, who cares? We've duplicated our efforts here to an extent. Let's not worry about it. Post loop. But yeah, I kind of want to go into like some of these grayer browns that we have. Somewhere. we don't have a lot of them. Maybe we don't have as many of them as I thought we did. Are these they? Yeah. Like this kind of carbon look. Yeah, use maybe these 3. Make another layer. Call it pirate. Or by copying all of this over. Spend our time on the pirates instead of messing around with everything else. By everything else, I mean, you know, all the stuff we have to do. Might be like overdoing it, but it might be cool. That ended up being lighter. Not what I wanted. Oh, we're just... What am I talking about? I forgot what we're doing. Use the same color. That, and then this would be this. Oop. I don't know, just like a different color palette, something more sinister. Kind of looks a little silly, but it does look sinister. Use a similar color scheme for the sea monsters too, maybe, but just like an even purplier one, and just try to start using like a color language for them. Use like this is more purple. Oh wait, these the same colors twice? No, they're not. They look so similar. Like a slightly lighter shade. Okay, well, let's not get mixed up. Or dark green. Yeah, that could be a thing. I want them to read. I made the ocean a little green, and we might make the ocean more green. So I'm a little scared to do it that way, but that's very much a possibility. The dark to light instead of a specific colors, yeah. It's an option for sure. Might make the ship a little hard to read, but I don't know. Some people were complaining that the only difference between the ships being the black and white sails in the jam version. So I want to try something at least. Maybe this would help you, like, be a little more okay killing them all. Like, because it gives these ships almost like a kind of more unnatural look to them. I think it's good. What's happening right now? E. Why can't I fully erase this? Why did I have to do that so many times? What did I do to the eraser tool? LD55. Not like fully erasing this anymore. I have to like go back and forth a bunch of times. How did I do that? Triangles to for pirates. That's not a bad idea. I like a triangle sail. Bucket tool plus uncheck the box top left. Which box? Ambiguous? Oh, cool. Good looking out. Oh, okay. Now my eraser tool is working totally fine again, somehow. Unclear how that worked. Oh. So can I use my eraser tool for this then? Or not my paint bucket tool? I don't know if that's gonna... Are these the same colors though? No, they're not. Yeah, so the paint bucket tool isn't working there. Probably because they're transparent. So if you set the secondary brush color to mask or fully transparent, it's a handy eraser on right click. That's true. That is true. I appreciate these speed ups. I'm like the kind of person that will be just like happy to like not use hotkeys and just kind of blunder through this stuff. But it's really helpful when someone tells me about hotkeys. Yeah, repainting transparent colors like this is a little tedious. Change the tolerance further up to match more similar colors. Oh, yeah. I think since we're doing pixel art with like very discrete colors, didn't need to do that too often, but that's a very good point. All right, let's plug these in for the pirates and see what we think. Maybe we need to change the mast color though. The mast color basically black. It's more of a brown. Black sails. What color is this? For dark brown. Do better. I don't want to also use black. I want to use something similar to black, though. Boy. Why is this the... Oh, because I didn't choose contiguous. we go. That's maybe not. That's maybe too close. Colors are we using? We're using these 3 colors for the ship. Do we use this for the mast as well? Wait. Oh, I could just. This is another case of where I could turn contiguous off. Try that here. There we go. If their sail's black, maybe we actually want a lighter mast color. No. See how we like this. Light mast. Yeah. You're ahead of me. I think you might be right. This is definitely lighter than the other mast is. So we're already kind of doing that. It's just subtle. But yeah, let's see. Right, and then question is, what is the file that is defining pirate ship body? Oh, it's the same. Because we haven't distinguished them before. So ship body pirate, let's say that. Make a new one. Go back to our pirate ship. Not that one, this one. I need to start cleaning up this file. I've kept the jam versions of all of my files, and now it's causing some confusion. This one is going to be a different file. Oh, I kind of like that. Okay, we got ads for 2 minutes. I'm going to take a quick 2-minute break. But we'll be right back, and we'll take a look at these pirate ships in the wild here. Alright, now we just gotta wait for a pilot to spawn. Should be in the next few seconds. There it is. Coming from the top left. Ooh, I like that. Oh, and there's another one there. If anything, I think what we could do is maybe soften up the black sail a little bit. But we could use something that's like not quite black. Yeah, I kind of like that. They maybe blend in a little too much, but I don't think they blend in too much. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Gives them a kind of otherness. That below waterline ship effect is like so subtle. I think it's like almost not worth having. Probably do some additional things that will help with that. All right, the real question is, can we do a large version of that repaint? There's an additional color. I don't remember how we got. This color is not in the palette. Color I like just made up. Let's see if we can recreate it. I think it might just be this color, but at like half opacity. Nope, it is not. Maybe it is. Like we took this and then we copied it and then we brought it back to full opacity. Is that how I got this color? That not work. No, that doesn't make any sense. Why you be careful about how you're making colors, I guess. In the ramp, so I guess we can just make something up. Like it fits. Fits pretty nicely. It's on the darker side, but I don't remember how I made it. Let's see if we can find one that's actually in the ramp. So we've got these three are our core colors here. Need one that's like a little darker. We basically need this one a little darker. Close to that. Let's look at the value of this one that I made up here. Four. The value of this one. 77. Was I counting the wrong characteristic? That was right. It's 44. Okay, so this one already close to 36. 20. Very dark. Already very dark. Oh, that's not the right color. Maybe we grab one of these. Okay. Will we make... We just grab one and kind of change its value a little bit. Whatever, let's get the rest of it in, and then we can worry about it. We can just change. Oops. Daisy. First, I need to copy over the pirate. Be a good start. Or copy over the existing large ship body. Okay, we got all of those. We just need to come up with a color for this brown. It's be a little darker than this gray. Not like a ton. Early fit. Seems fine. Now we just gotta redo the below the waterline stuff. Then we'll make different variants of the pirate and pilgrim ship scenes for the large and the small version of the ship. And then we'll need to get the manager to start mixing them, to like pick one at random when it spawns a ship in. And we'll also need to start giving them different like speed and maneuverability characteristics. Also what we need to do. And then that'll be it, 2 kinds of ships. And if we want to have like an extra special ship, we could maybe do a recolor of like the big galleon ship here and make it like a treasure ship or something. This is about okay, I think. I pretty much captured a similar look here. Gotta add the transparent part at the bottom. Maybe this color could be a little bit darker. That's better. body. Pirate. Well, let's change this. Naming convention here. We're going to call this pirate ship. This ship large. All this pilgrim. Yep. Large. Ships. Yeah, these larger ships got a lot of junk in the trunk compared to the smaller ships here for sure. Oh, I need to reconnect correct right here. I don't know if I love the gray, but maybe that's because of the clear color. I'm seeing it against the background clear. Probably fine. Probably some other stuff we want to do, like probably give the larger ships a bigger wake than the smaller ships. But let's not worry about that a ton right now. Probably need to tighten up the collision shapes a little bit too. Hey, so when will the pirates start shooting cannons? That is the question. Definitely room for little 2 pixel wide cannon things. I don't know if they'd be functional or if they'd just be, you know, bluff. Maybe that would be the unique thing about, because at the moment there's really no reason to have a large version of the pirate ship. So maybe that could be the cool thing about the large pirate ship. Maybe it has like a cannon on it. I don't know, but it's a good question. I kind of prefer collision stuff because it'll be a little weirder and harder to do this stuff if it's based around, you know, ranged fighting. Oh. I can't reorder you, but I can change your statistics here. Oh, I see. Their collider a little bigger, I guess. Good. Make the small ship's collider a little smaller. Yeah. The benefit. Although maybe that won't work at all. One of those cases where I would rather not have to reposition the collider depending on what frame the ship is on, but that might be the thing that needs to happen. I don't know. I'd rather be generous than not, though. Cool idea. Slow to move, so ships won't collide with it. But if they get close, they will be shot at. Yeah, that's a good. Yeah, exactly. That's tempting. All right, so we got our 4 ships. Our parent ship. I don't know what changed about it. Good. So we got to go to the ship manager. Oh god, code. Go into the script editor here. Haven't been here for a minute. So Pilgrim Pirate. Need more than just that. Using the new sails? Yeah, they are. Guess we flip a coin. We'll do something more sophisticated later about like more like the bigger ships come in more often as the game gets harder, but at the moment let's just make it like a coin flip or something. I was honestly more interested about doing like a little pirate island or something like that that had a cannon on it. Making the ships have cannons, but that might be just having giving the ship a little cannon might be easier and better. Array.pick random. I don't have an array though. Pick Mike. I mean, I'm just doing a coin flip at the moment. Range. What does Rand I do is the better thing. Oh, that's like a huge number, I see. Okay. New ship is... Hey, look, how does GD script like turn arrays again? I always forget how they like their turn arrays. Was I doing that recently? I guess I should just try to draw it and it will tell me. Or I should just try to do one and it will tell me what it prefers. Ship size. Actually, what we can do is this and say, is ship size greater than 0? Make it more likely to spawn a small ship. What do I call this? Pilgrim large, small. Oh yeah, if you want a ternary operator, use truthy value if else. Okay. Truthy value. If ship size greater than 0, else. Nice. Now there's 2 and 3 chances of spawning a small ship. Variable x equals this, if condition else that. Yeah, exactly. Same deal down here. We'll do something more sophisticated later. Or never, depending on how we feel. And we also don't need to declare a variable. We could just say if. We should make this an expression that's easier to track somewhere else, like the odds of a given ship spawning in. Rather than just like hard coding it like this. Pirate small. Pirate large. Not what I want to do. Go back over here. Crash. All right. Why does this not work? What did it look like down here? Oh, it instantiate with a lowercase I. Okay. Fine. That makes sense. That is consistent. I don't think we're gonna update our emotes though with these new ship designs. We're okay with the ship it, our existing ship it. But hey, we're doing different kinds of ship. Oh, big boy pirate comes out of the gate immediately. Yeah, so we need to now mess with maneuverability and speed somehow. Somehow change these characteristics. They're pretty noticeable, the difference between these two ship designs, so I'm reasonably happy with that. Now we just need to get them to behave differently. Alright, how are we going to do this part? I guess we'll have to see where the levers are. As far as we can change the max angle. No, we can't. Can't change the max angle. Max angle is based on the 8 directions, so we can't actually change that. Big ships are looking good, though. Very happy with them. Again, no more A-Sprite. We don't need A-Sprite right now. We need... look at the ship code. Give me my ship controller. So we need an export variable. Where do we put it? Do we put it... we probably put it on the specific... I mean, we have scripts for the pilgrims and the pirates. We have separate scripts. They don't really define anything. They don't do anything locomotive. I mean, they define stuff for like scoring and for like interactions between them. They don't really do any locomotive stuff. So I guess we put a bool something. Or maybe it's an enum. I don't know, maybe a bool. We can just define whether it's a large or small. Say, let's grab our ship controller script, which is fun. Let's make an export variable. Well, let's call it oversized. If it's oversized, it will behave differently. Where's our turning stuff? Not here. Here. It's all... So the velocity stuff is here, so we will want to include that here. And the turning stuff is here. So we want both. We want them to turn a bit slower and be a bit slower overall within the wind. We could do something fun, like at the moment for a regular ship, we have the wind dot product plus the absolute value of the wind dot product divided by 2. Instead, for oversized ships, we could say that the dot damping is the wind dot product multiplied by the wind dot product, so that the wind really only affects the big ships if it hits them head on. Like, you really need to catch a big ship from the back with the wind to get it moving. That's not a bad idea. And we'd say something like, this. If oversized, else that's fine. Not great. It's not super elegant, but that's something. That'll make them drift a little less. Like, they won't be able to turn around at speed. They'll need to turn first and then gain speed. And for this part, we could actually, we're already reducing the angle, the maximum turn angle per frame based on the wind intensity. The other option would be to... So we could do that, but that'll affect the sail and the ship. Where if we go down here... This is wrong. How did this become so wrong? They shouldn't both jump to norm direction. Oh, they aren't. This one's, the sail is norm rotation and the ship direction is norm direction. So we could slow norm direction down. You say something like a constant. Oh, we want to do that part. I mean, the way to do that would be to just say, because we don't want to slow the rotation down. We want to slow this change down. So we could just multiply delta by like half or something if we're oversized. Okay. Speed. Actually doesn't need to be something like this. Rotation, speed, float. It's either set it. I feel like we could set it here based on the export variable, but let's just set it on ready. .5. Yep. Oversized. Else. Probably way too huge change, but you know what they say. Halve things or double it. Halve things or double it when you're tuning values initially. Delta times rotation speed. Let's see how that feels. So all I need to do now is go into my scenes. And you're oversized. You're oversized. Otherwise, you're not. That's okay. Let's see about this. We haven't changed the top speed doing it this way. So what's your turn speed? Like that? Not bad. And you also keep moving a little bit. So we're basically waiting for a large ship to come in. So the small ships continue drifting. Okay, here's a big ship. It's another big ship. That's a regular ship. Okay, here's a big ship. It's not noticeable to me, the difference. But I'm also not necessarily using the same wind intensity when I'm testing this. Let's see the difference between hitting them with wind. Okay, so there is the acceleration thing. So the big ships are definitely accelerating more slowly because of the wind dot product difference. So they have to make their turn before they can start speeding up. Whereas the little ship starts speeding up pretty much immediately. Alright, well, let's do something radical then, since we can't see the effect yet. Change their rotation speed to be 0.1 instead of 0.5. So the smaller ships will be 10 times faster rotating. Let's see if that's noticeable. If it's not noticeable, then I've just done something very wrong. I noticed the acceleration difference, so that's good. Because it's basically linear versus squared, the difference between the small and the large ships. Let's see if we can get the if we can notice a slower rotation speed. And we're kind of done with the ships, for now at least. We'll want to give them different score values, I guess. But I'm kind of ignoring score for now. This whole thing needs to be reimagined. Here's a regular turn. Trying to use a consistent amount of wind intensity when I'm doing this. Here's a big ship, so let's see how your turn speed is. Okay, that's noticeable now. Yeah, that takes ages to turn. That's very nice. It won't start going at any real clip until it's finished its turn. It slows down. Starts to make its turn. So you can't do the thing you do with these ships where you kind of thread them and they keep their speed up. I guess these don't really keep their speed up when they're going against the wind. We'll want to tune these values some more. But we at least have a distinct behavioral difference between the two. Yeah, there's different ship sizes, and now they rotate. Like, the big ones rotate slowly and won't really go forward until they finish their rotation, so they'll kind of stop, reposition, and then keep going. Littler ships should be a bit more robust in that way. They have the same max speed, so I haven't messed with their max speed yet. I think I just need to play with them both for a while before I really get an idea how they should work in that sense. I see a problem. So our acceleration thing we're not going to be able to do. For some reasons. I mean, we can do it. It's just not giving me the behavior I thought I wanted here. So this one, forget about this one. Let's do this. We could still do something where we could, if it's oversized, we could pre-multiply these dot products here before we use them. But I'm okay. We've at least achieved the fact that the large ships are not very maneuverable. We'll make them much higher value though. So, I mean, they're maneuverable in the sense of they will slow to a stop before changing direction. So like this ship will change quickly and keep drifting in the direction that it was going. This ship, the big ships, should just stop. Should just basically stop as they turn. Yeah, they'll just fully stop as they turn. Oh, I guess they don't. They just turn very slowly. Compared to this, so this one turned much faster. I think that's fine. I think that's kind of what we want. So you can kind of you can micromanage the big ships a lot, because they really will just take their time repositioning. But then you just have to keep thinking about them because they're not as fast as the little ships. Like, they won't get where they're going as fast as the little ships. I think that's okay. They can get cooking, though. They can get going fast, for sure. God, they take a long time to finish their turn. I wonder how much more I want them to be worth. Probably not just twice as much, probably more than that. Maybe 3 or 5 times as much. The ship is still turning. Oh, jeez. That was wild. I'm gonna try hitting one of the big ships from a distance with like a gust of wind. I say as I miss, as I completely miss. Oh no, I hit it. Okay. I need to decide whether I want to support glancing blows. Oh yeah, the large ships are hard to move because they take so long to turn, but they'll start picking up speed. So they'll go askew if you aren't super careful with how you're maneuvering them. Especially if you're maneuvering them at high speeds. Okay, yeah. I think that achieves the behavior I want. Their turns are very wide. Nice. Alright, sweet. Probably a little too much. Like 0.1 is probably too much. Should probably go up to like 0.2 or something. Like 0.2. Let's make them worth like 5 times as much. We don't need to do that there. We need to do that up here. So we're going to say... Do I use collidable? Yeah, I do. Variable faith value is... Faith value is a float. Faith value is going to be 5. I guess it should be an integer. Five if oversized, else. Yeah, we need to not make these direct calls to the game manager. Forgot that. Yep. Friendship. I really just need to rip score out of this. All right, so now it's not just 1. Now we're actually using the value. What do we do? Score. Score. Did I break it? Broken? I guess I'll find out when I start scoring. This has been pretty good. Probably reaching the end of the stream here. No stream Monday, but we'll be back Tuesday. We'll be working mostly on environmental art assets next week. I think that'll be fun. Four, 5. Okay, so we scored a big ship and we got 5 points and 5 faith, and then we got 1 faith for crashing a little pirate ship. Let's see how much faith we get for crashing a big pirate ship. Another 5. Sweet. Okay, so the score of the value system is working. We are getting different score and faith values from different objects. Let's crash this ship. Should just lose 1. Yep, just lost 1. Okay, sweet. We'll see if we end up wanting to slow the large ship down overall. Kind of don't really want to. Kind of like that they can get going pretty fast and they're not very maneuverable. Could help the game ramp up in difficulty faster if you can score different amounts. Oh, they're gonna crash. That would be a 10 faith drop if 2 large ships crash into each other like that. Pretty rough. Okay, they didn't. We can get this ship going. I think getting large ships going at high speed will be quite fun and quite risky. You'll actually want to start overcorrecting when you're turning the large ships again, which hasn't really been needed for the small ships for some time. if I can turn this ship or if it's just going to take too long. Okay, the drifting's pretty bad. Actually, probably going to hit this rock now. Pretty cool. Yep, bang. Alright, that's awesome. Exactly what I want. I mean, the colliders could probably be... I could probably switch to like a capsule. I can't do a capsule because capsules don't really care about if you're sideways. Probably switch to like a rectangle or something. Or a pair of sphere colliders. I don't know. Cubus. Maybe give the large ships 2 sails. It's hard to tell them apart. From your point of... Like, from... You're watching me on a screen and me watching on, like, a small screen with a screen. You're probably right. Probably something we could do. We could add a little tiny, like, front sail or something. And give them a little double sail action going on. It's probably what we should do. We probably just add a second... Okay, we've got a crash. Who is not doing this? Is it the temple? The temple. This is very much not how this should work. For now, let's just say area.faith value. That's a good idea. Two vertical. Yeah, 2 in a row. Let's get... I want to work on my larger canvas here, which is... Skip repaint large. What it is. Repaint large. Here we go. So this is, I think, the old version of it. Let's grab this and get rid of that. And let's grab the correct one from the ship body. This is the current one. What? Oh. Save. Oh, fuck F. But when I copy the whole layer. Oh my god. Right, so I have to move these into the correct spot, for one thing. That's correct. Not correct. Oh, come on, what? That's correct. Oh, sail is locked. Basically what it looks like. Look at the ship body. Oh, that is exactly the file I have open. This one. This one. This is right? This is all... Yeah, and this is... Okay, so we need to get the sails, or we need to get the masts all in the same spot. You actually go down one. This one also goes down one. Might end up moving these back. Make room for a second little sail. Thing is, I originally wanted to just do a bigger sail. But I thought it would be kind of hard to tell from some angles that there's two sails. Like from the back, you're basically not going to be able to tell. But also from the back, it's pretty obvious that it's a different ship. So maybe it's fine. Let's see. Probably not going to get very far on this today, but also need to do something to be able to separate them. Something like that. Not bad. Not great, but it's not bad. Smaller sail is usually on the back. Is that true? Not my recollection, but you may well be right. Pixel art sail ships. Be some disagreement about that. Oh yeah, you're right. That makes it easier, at least. I think it depends. It seems to depend to some extent, but for us, that might actually work a little bit. We definitely don't have room to do the front triangle. I mean, maybe we do. I don't know. But yeah, let's mess around with that then, I guess. Kind of prefer to have the little sail in the front, but I get what you mean here. You could move this up. So this is what it is currently. I wouldn't look at pixel art though. Yeah. For the case of two masts on the back. Okay. I think it'd be weird to put it up top here. Put it on the raised back deck, but that's kind of what we've got in terms of space. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna like putting a smaller mast on the back up top. Might be a case of ignore realism and just kind of do what looks good. And I'm just going to start by drawing the same sail design again. Then the middle by a third, and then halve it to get 2. Maybe. And that looks obviously wrong, but I just copied the same one over again pretty much. Maybe we end up just doing a small triangle in the front. Is probably what we have room for then. Maybe that's what we have room for. Let's do a small, because yeah, this actually has to be... actually is in the wrong place. There. Now they're all in the same spot. It's a good point. It's a good point, Cubus. We should do some additional thing to change the silhouette. It might end up just being the like a triangle on the front though. Something. I mean, a larger sail is still an option. I'm just not convinced we can do one. That's good. Oh well. Anyway, we're out of time for today. That's something I'm definitely gonna noodle on over the weekend. And we'll come back next week and see what we can do. But yeah, thanks for all the feedback and suggestions. It's always super helpful. And yeah, I hope you have a really great weekend. And yeah, I gotta go get ready for work now. So yeah, until next time. Bye.